Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let me have a brief introduction of our Hirender S2. This is the Hirender S2 installation file. Double-click and choose Language English and install it as the default settings. If it is your first time to install this software, you may have to install a driver software first. Just need to click as the tips. We already installed this software in my laptop before, so I cancel the installation directly. Okay. This is the S2 welcome interface. Click New Project to make a new one, and then save. Now we are into the operation interface. This is the stage preview zone. All the signals are previewed and added here. This is the media source management zone. We can add videos, picture, audio, capture card, NDI, etc. here. This is the status info zone, and this is the program cutting zone. And below is the main timeline zone. We can make all the programs according to the timeline here. First, let's start from the first step. Let's add some media source first. Just right click at the media source management zone and choose the local media source. We can drag the files there. We can also choose and open. Now the source already loaded in. Then we also need to connect connected displays. Just go to Stage Edit and add local display. When we are using the one device to make the editing and make the output, we are adding the local connected displays. When we are using multiple devices and connecting the multiple devices by Ethernet cable, then we add Ethernet connections and displays. Now we can see we have already connected two local displays. Now we identify, we can see the numbers 1 and 2. 2 is the external, so we connected display 2. Press OK. Now we have a local display in black flames. We also need to activate the external displays, so we just need to double click and open display. Now it's into green frame now. We can see the S2 grease in the display. We just need to drag one signal into the timeline and put it into any layer and drag it into the display area. If we want to make it full screen, we can long press the shift and click the signal. Then it will become a full screen. Okay. If we want to display it in the external device, we just need to right click and choose online. If you want to play the video, we just want to click the icon play, then the video will be played. Now this is how to add the local media source, how to connect the external display, and how to make it into the program output. We can also do some adjustment of effects for the signals. First, we drag one signal and choose this signal and press the adjust. We can see there are a lot of effects we can adjust from here, like transparency, position, tone, crop, etc. Suppose if I want to adjust the zone parameter, just choose the source, click adjust and click zone, and then we can see an effect adjustment zone under the layer. We can see all the effects here because we just added a zone effect, so we can see zone here. There are two green lines. We can click the green line and add one adjustment point manually. We can input the parameters for the zone, suppose 120 by 1080. Okay. If we drag it into the output area, we can see it's full screen now. Same, if we want to do the mirror effects, we can just tick the mirror, right, and see now is the mirror effects. Like, we can also do other mirror effects, up or down mirror effects. Okay, that's all for zone and mirror effects. For the other effects, basic operations are similar. Just need to drag the signal into the timeline, choose the source, and click adjust. Adjust the effects you want. For example, if I want to adjust the position, just adjust, click adjust and select position in the effects layers, add one adjustment point and double click the adjustment point, then double click and input the parameters. Or if it like this, if you want to make the position effects, we can make one starting point and make one end point. If we play, then we can see the effects. It's moving from one position to another, from the starting point to the end. This is how to make the position. We can also add other effects. Now we can try one, for example, fade in, fade out. One click fade in, fade out. For the fade in, fade out, it is done by the transparency adjustment of the video. It is meaning that while the first signal source is fading out, the second is fading in. This is how to operate. For example, first make them full screen. Okay. If I want to make this signal fading and this signal fade out, we can make it into two layers. Any layer is okay. And put them overlay a little part. So the overlay part is the transition part. How to do it? Just click add fade in, fade out, and we make the first video into fade in. Choose it into fade in. Now we can see there is a transparency zone up below. Okay, this is how to set the fade in, fade out. We can also set the fade time. The default fade time is 0.5 seconds. Now we change it into 1 second and choose the source again, and we can see now it's 1 second fading time. This is how to set the fading and fade out. There are also other effects. Operations are all similar. For example, the rotation, we can click the source and go to rotation, and then in the green line, click make an adjustment point. If we want to make a gradual change effect, we can make another adjustment point and pull the rotation angle, for example 336. This point is the axis of the rotation. The video is rotated according to this axis. We can also change the axis into other positions, for example to the middle. Then the source will rotate according to the new axis. That is to say, when we are doing the effects, if we want to make gradual change effects, we can add 2 or multiple adjustment points in the green line and the timeline. We want to make the same status for lasting a period of time. We can just make 1 adjustment point and make it last for a time. The other effects also similar. How to delete the adjustment point? Just click it and delete. Press the delete key in the keyboard. Then the effects will be deleted.